probably just streamed like 40 minutes of straight dead air. And kudos to us. All right. Hey, you wouldn't believe how many knobs are in front of me. All right. Well, let's see. I think I'm gonna reset all. Yeah.
So, Danny, can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. Later, I'll correct that in the editor. To be.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix that in post. 20 minutes, 40 minutes of dead hair. That's where everybody gets to take a deep breath and calm the fuck down.
Danny says yes. Danny, you can hear us?
Now I can start singing about Danny again.
Yay! We had like a whole 40 minutes just about Danny, and he couldn't hear us.
It was
Danny.
40 minutes late like a real rock concert.
Aw.
40-minute long Danny.
Yeah, he can hear us. He's texting me yes, yes, yes. It's like an echo chamber.
Nothing like 40 minutes of dead air. This set you right. That's how I started my radio career. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have Tom Gibson, Guy Stevens, Jeremy Ferguson, Steve Fox, and myself. I'm Steve Wager. I'm on a mission to jam.
Danny says he's glad he missed the 40 minutes of us talking about him.
He missed the Danny in his pajamas jam. He missed the Danny baked cookies jam. He missed the Danny can I have some of your water jam. But he didn't miss the where the hell you been, Danny jam. The locals say they've seen you, but mostly they no account. My cousin up at the border, he said he heard you went through. Everyone's been all hanging out like we won that contest where the beer company sent you to the Arctic for a party. And when we filled out our little cards about all the stuff we wanted to have at the party, hosted by big beer people, every one of us wrote on there, that motherfucking Danny. We all get up there in the ice and snow, and the helicopters are all pushing to the limit, the little red lights flashing that there's fucking steel, there's metal in the fucking oil. And the crowd ain't quite frozen solid yet. And they're all chanting, "Where's Danny?" That's when the truck pulls up, great big warming laser, and it fires up a clean shot right there in the glacial ice. Comes out, perfect. Tunnel. A strange creature walks out, half hunched, furry, covered with a few hides. He's walking with a stick. He looks at us and he says, "Where the hell is Danny?"
Where the hell is Danny?
Where's Danny?
And we're all like, where's Danny? I got there late because I'd gone back for my shirt. You know the one. Says, "Who's your Danny?" Question mark. I'm sitting there in the Arctic, freezing my ass off. Danny's nowhere to be seen. Then, in the night sky, you see those fabled northern lights. She glide on in on the back of a great mechanical dragonfly. It's none other than Danny's mother. And she's only saying one thing. Where the hell is Danny?
Where's Danny?
Where's Danny?
Dragonfly Black's going, where's Danny?
Where's Danny?
Where's Danny? I looked under some stones, I
Where's
saw
Danny?
Where's Danny?
Harrison's all blinded by the light. And he squinted a whole bunch, coiled up his tail, got ready to sting me. And he squeaked in a real high voice. He said, "Where's Danny?"
Oh, there he is. Oh, no, no, that's not him.
There's Danny.
All these bricks in my foundation won't shut up. They're all like, "Where's Danny?" Where's Danny? Who wants one of Danny's mama's cookies? She's a dog with teeth. Then there's a knock at the door. It was the Amazon man, and he had this great big box. Sure enough, it's just about Danny's height. And it was just
There's
about
Danny.
Danny's width.
Where is that confounded Danny?
Do not use knife to open box.
And the Amazon guy helped me wheel it on in because it was heavy, it was overweight. They paid the extra money to ship it.
You call me fat.
And it was seriously heavy. Why, there could have been a piano in there. And into the living room they wheeled it. I thanked him and he left. And alone with it, I knew there was a presence I'd known long ago. The box started to shake and the box started to quiver. It knew it had arrived. The seams burst open and out sprang 1984 Robot Danny. It looked unlike anything other than the Danny we all know and love. And its LEDs in the eyes lit up, and we pushed the little button on its head, and it said, "Where's Danny? Where's Danny?
Where's Danny?
Where's Danny?" It went into the kitchen and brought me a soft drink. I named him Atari. He's like a damn smoke detector though, he isn't quit. Where's Danny? Where's Danny? That's when I heard it. It was a rumble up on the roof. Straight up clatter. And I knew it couldn't have been the chimney sweep because he was sitting there in the living room. So I hustled straight up the steps. Past the rooms where children sleep. Past the rooms where we keep our bed and our back. The stairs, the narrow old stairs. Up the attic I ran, I hustled. open, the heat was astounding. Burned me. Now pop the little Superman, baby. Toddled on over. Picked me up. Froze me up. When I thawed out, it aged. Heroism had weathered in. He said, at last you awoke. Tell me, where's Danny?
Where's Danny? And Steve?
Yeah.
And Steve, why is there a chimney sweep in your living room?
I needed to make it clear he wasn't the one on the roof. I needed to erase your mind that anything expectable was on the roof. You know?
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Danny, if you didn't realize, this one's for you, kid.
Hey, y'all, I can't thank you enough. It's not often you get to tell a friend how much you love them with so much support. That was really fun. Thank
You know, I think we could have callers call in and be like, "Hey, my name's George, and I'm from Minnesota, and I'd like you to do a mix for us."
Jam, the first Patreon level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We will jam. Yeah. Danny says thanks so much, smiley face.
Aw. Yeah, we love you so much, Danny.
Oh, that was about, but Danny, that was about the other guy there, Danny. We're gonna do yours next.
Yeah, you're next, Danny.
I would like to point out that right before COVID hit, Danny gave me his second computer that we are all currently streaming through right now. So
Yeah.
Yay!
it's because he gave us his computer.
Where's Danny's memory?
Danny's our patron.
Yeah, he is. He's patron number one.
Sweet, thank you, sir.
Go Hot Rod Danny.
And the only reason he's not joining in is that he doesn't have a hardwired connection in his house, and it would be a bit of a difficulty for him to
Screw
make
the
that
kids
happen.
Netflix. Tell him to read a book.
Yeah.
No, he lives in what's like akin to like this sort of like this almost it's like a sanctuary. I wouldn't know how else to put it. You can't blame him for not having a hardwire access up there. Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
It's gonna be totally easy to not make the next jam about Danny. Just give me like 3 seconds and I'll be fine.
I don't need any more lyrics about Danny. No offense.
Me either.
Neither does Danny.
No. That would, that is a first stream. Oh my God, that's famous.
I think this can forever be known as the Danny Jam. For sure,
We
Steve.
were talking about naming the band Danny.
There you go, Danny. He's been waiting for that for a long time. I gotta tell you, he's been waiting for that for a long time.
I need a beverage. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Riverside Benny.
Yeah, now it's just cold enough to where your ears stand up so straight that the wind speaks all its whispers so clearly. On your nose awaits the dawn for her first hello. best friends with winter. There at your side. That's not altogether common. Here where summer reigns, I know you said, that's just my mama calling from the kitchen. I could have sworn it was the cry of an eagle. Full dive. Screaming through the wind and howling up the tips. Mystifying all the little pilgrims in the field. In this land, we don't know her so well, but we know the tales, the one she fell in love with. Because when he was a child, he lived a while here. It's a funny thing about being a good deep friend with winter. Has a way of landing any old place you leave quarter. His father was in his youth, these parts. He taught people here about the nature paths, very ancient nature paths itself. For he had found himself a first young master in a realm that knew no up or down or side to side. He had seen it for himself the first time. There was no one who showed it to him. And once he had seen the first one, he suddenly discovered many others. He got to where, when he started his day, he left our realm and went to others and visited unimaginable creatures. So much so that he became all but foreign in our own land. The eagle loved him immediately. At first sight, she could see what he had seen. The eagle eye knew all of the truths that he knew. And they loved as only the ages know love. many gifts. In our world, we know it as a furry, warm-blooded creature just like you and I. Except it's considered a blessing if you see one in person.
Named Danny?
No. We left Danny by the side of the road. He forgot his beer money. Except for he'd still be welcome if he forgot his beer money. That is crucial to the story we're telling right now, actually. clockwork valve in your hands, half near frozen, spraying water all over your shoe, to know that the universe needs you to be able to blow open a little bit of steam and crack wide open. Spray yourself all over the sidewalk frozen till the salt comes up from it. Get it just so. Let the angels have a moment to gather their shawl. And let some of mine, and let some of mine at the ready come to call. And let some of my best shine. And let my gift to you be more than what you need. It's a funny little thing about the furry creatures in our realm. You sit with them a while on a cold day, and long before you realize there's a warmth there, the first thing you feel is a warmth inside of you. It's easy to dismiss. You might think it's your imagination, but that thing that binds you and keeps you warm together at the same point is so old, it arrives long before the warmth that passes through the fur in your clothes. And it puts you in a place where you can see some of that wisdom of the ancients. Right there, it's like the window's wide open. It's like a gift that screams, look right there. Father knew amongst the ancients. The only challenge is to reach for each and every one as fast as you can, as it all goes racing by in the nick of me. Relax. Just as you needed a friend, he needed a friend too. And it's no small thing. You can run with him. Fall away from you, each one born anew. Falling into the ocean like gulls. And there's not just thousands of them, there's millions. Paths, the one of them. Each one followed by hearts just like yours. And there, as you look through that little window, you see quite clearly that you can spend time with anyone you like, any amount of time you want. That is, if you're willing to run for everything you're worth. If you're willing to keep Winter interested enough that he runs along with you. I'm not afraid to make each and every one of you run. I don't care if this field is full of fools. I'll drop and stare you in the eye. It's a sweet thing. It really is. And I know just like me, you found yourself amongst one just like him a time or two. Hopefully a lot. I've always known to be true that part of that blessing is a really long life. So that right there at the end, where you're putting palm tree islands to sleep, this is the friend that is still right there with you. That's the sweet wacky part. You put them on the bed. You put them on the bed right there. The blissful islands, bellied up on a sandbar with a tequila in one hand and a pretty in another. And you do float right on off to the other plane. And you rip right along. And companies spring up with wax that's made in your name. You get just a moment to catch yourself and look back over your shoulder. And it's winter, same as always. Running, all she's worth. Like y'all still sitting in chairs together in the living room. It's cold enough, and I'm following Tom's paths. This time, warm one, I've come so far high. I fear I need shelter. And I know your blessings are rare. With the wisdoms. But a port in the storm. Where the culture says this storm is a winner. That summer ain't seen anything like. All right, who's next? Jeremy, or you're up? That last one was Fox. Multi-dimensional parents.
Me?
Yes, that whole last one was Fox.
Oh, I missed the whole thing.
Oh, sorry. Well, you played it exquisitely. Really. That entire story was unbelievably awesome, Fox. Also, that was fun. So, Jeremy, you're next, unless anyone else would like to go. Why not? My other friends don't need you as well as I do. Y'all have one more in you, don't you? I could do Tom Gibson. Let's get some votes from the audience. We do have people listening. There are people out there, humans. Cast your votes. Dig down deep inside. Open your favorite beer. Don't step on the tab on the beach. Should this next one be about Jeremy Ferguson or Tom Gibson, or should it be about both of them? Time is short. Maybe I should do a combiner, a split scoop. Guy, you're hanging in there. What do you think?
I say both.
Yeah, I'm going to go for both. Jeremy,
Double shot Thursday.
before I get into this one, will you tell me something about you I don't know?
Then there would be trivia at the end about who the song, which parts were about
Something about
can
me
win,
you do not know.
If you win the contest, we'll name the band.
Playing with fire. This is gonna hurt. Let's tickle the tiger. He's been in the place so long without
First car
people.
I ever owned was this little Nissan, and I did not put any oil in it for months and months and months.
Mhm,
And
okay.
then my best friend.
This be a good time to thank the sponsors.
Yes,
drove
thank you.
to my friend.
Sponsor
drove
is
away from
castor
my
oil.
house,
Castro,
and
yeah,
the thing
Castro
just
for getting us
made
here.
the most.
And we'd all like to thank
believe
Danny
this
for the
noise that this
computer.
thing made.
Aw.
And
Stream for tonight.
you could hear it about three streets down. I wasn't in the car, but that was the last. That was the last we saw of that car. Just
Oh yeah, dude, that was the perfect
And
thing to
then I
tell me.
learned-
Can you tell me everything about the model number and
I
year and make of
learned
the
that
car?
you should put oil in cars.
Yes, I
And not
didn't
just
hear
in
you.
the passenger seat.
All right, Tom. You know. Anyway, Jeremy, before I let you go on that, tell me everything you can about what you know the make and model and year of the car. Any of the three or all the three.
It was oh man, it was this little hatchbacky thing, and it had wonderful little features where you could open the back windows with these little slidey things.
It was a
Oh, yeah.
200 SX.
Yeah, it was cheaper than that. The
Oh, the
next like
70s.
the Escort version.
Was it a Stanza?
Yeah, that was it.
Fox, you had the same car.
Oh yeah, my first
The
car was
Stanza.
a tan Nissan Stanza with a hatchback.
Jer, you had a Stanza and you ran the engine all the way
Yeah.
down out of oil.
Fit about 15.
Gibson, I'm gonna need you on this one, baby.
Yeah.
So, Tom,
got
I
me,
am gonna
babe.
make this one for a half split scoop. So I fully got Jeremy affixed with the fish hook, and the barb is
Yeah.
deeply set.
It was
And
tan
so
There you go.
Gibby,
It's good. It's
with a
cool.
brown
Don't worry
seats
about it.
and
Tell me
racing
if you've
stuff.
ever had a beautiful love in your history that
brown
maybe
racing
abused a car and didn't do right by it, and it caught you off guard. But
Uh,
you were there, like, all right, I got this.
I'll be right back.
I learned to drive on a stick shift Volvo 240 DL wagon with that pop-up seat in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was up in Massachusetts, and the way I learned how to drive on ice was doing donuts in a church parking lot,
Nice.
which then saved my life a week later.
Oh
so
yeah, baby. Yeah, smart
man,
baby. Yeah,
totally,
yeah. That's what the
totally.
masters teach you with drifting, man. That it is. That's what they
Yeah,
teach you.
exactly,
You go learn what you're doing
exactly.
first. You get the skills. Yeah, yeah.
And then when that car was done, it was shipped off to the scrapyard. My mom sent a picture of it on the back of the flatbed to all me and my brothers, and saying that the title of the picture was saying goodbye to Old Faithful.
Oh,
That
sure.
car was a brick
What a
shit house,
vibe.
man. She she
yeah.
did everything
Put it
from
on the shit house vibe.
manure to pallets of bricks in the back of that. It was pretty
Oh, I
awesome.
know, man. What an amazing vehicle. Those things are wonderful. My buddy Steve Fox back in the day, dude, not to one-up sauce you, just to rich up the story, we're going to be in this next jam. He had one too, and Steve was an aspiring like firefighter and a bunch of other stuff, and he got into the wiring system on his Nissan Stanza from that era, and it's like 16-year-old punks. We used to scream around in the neighborhood, and he had wired up his front headlights with relays and stuff so they would blink back and forth, and he'd like go racing around through the neighborhood. Not the Steve Fox in our current jam, some other mythical Steve Fox that has no bearing on current reality. And we raced through these neighborhoods, and people would pull over for us, which is like highly illegal. He had like a yellow safety light that he put up on the car, and it was incredible fun.
But he didn't put oil in it, so it blew up.
No, he kept oil in his. He knew what he was doing. That's Jeremy's 200
I did not know what I was doing.
Yeah.
My stepfather, who was good and drunk most of the time, rebuilt the engine for me.
Oh wow.
He took care of the car most of the time, but then he stopped.
I bet that junk motherfucker knew you were a genius. I bet he did. I bet that really was hard for him. I bet it was.
I'm gonna proceed to get drunk too.
Me three? Anyone else?
Fourth.
If there's anyone out there in YouTube land who hasn't had a pressure relief valve take care of all their concerns lately, I hope you stop and catch yourself and give yourself a hug. Get on way down deep to where all your favorite memories lie, and lay down like the mushrooms made a felt blanket for you. And I want you to lay down so deep that luminescent fish out there in the tropics turn blue, and astronauts are like, "Woo! I can see that from space."
Need to lay down with some mushrooms.
Yeah. Or with some time and space, because our Patreon level 2. Thank you for clicking to subscribe and the like and the share button, also the little notification bell. Because Patreon level 2 at this level for $12 will net you a ride on our first ever Orbit Jam. The players you see here tonight, myself, Tom Gibson, Guy Stevens, Jeremy Ferguson, Steve Fox, and some other members who are not currently present, will be on that flight. We will be jamming in 0G, and you will be on board the spaceship with us. We're talking Patreon level 2. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in.
$12.99.
Most of the seats in the room will already be reserved, not for people who are totally rich and famous, but for exceptional talents, souls and blinks and lights and luminaries, incredible things, the rarest and the sweetest. But it won't be the last, it's the first of many. But for this one, our own personal ride for intimate space jam with all of everyone who cares to listen out there at the YouTube world tuned in. It'll be like the guy, the dude who made Ren and Stimpy. And the guys from Phineas and Ferb. It's an easy jam to get to. You just have to find yourself in that place where serendipity finds you irresistible. There are many among us who do it daily. Their days full of wonder and surprise. Making yourself irresistible to serendipity is easy. Serendipity loves you as much as air does. And it's a wonderful name to find yourself woken up with. Serendipity. You can't help but feel like your name was destiny, 'cause that's all dawn would say to you. And you filled your heart and your lungs for the first time, and there wasn't a single thing there to oppose you or your time. You went about your way as you do, amongst the many, picking up all the little bits and tossing them in the air like snowflakes, pulling them any way you can. It's a moment you simply can't get enough of. Put a snowflake in your hand, and instead of it melting, it grows. The crystals reach out, not just for your heart, but through everything you've ever seen in your eye. And the snow crystal, it grows and it becomes huge and it gets enormously fat. And it starts to sing and call things to it. And you can barely get out of its way in time. Can't help but be drawn to it, though you give yourself away for it even once. serendipity for your beautiful life. Every promise made and assured for you before you can even make it in your heart. Serendipity. But it's all things that live, sweetheart. For you, the break comes in places where you could never see. And there is no catch, there is no hold, there's nothing but split and render. Fall you do, again and again, blind to the one thing that knows you're bound. And still each time your eyes, pure and true, as you turn and look up and smile. Each and every that sees you, again and again. With a power unknown amongst those who swear authority. Tremble they do with fear. Sweet honey, I know you know, just as I know, that there's a friend right there where you are, just not even a breath away. And that friend doesn't just know you from your heartbeat, but that friend knows what you look like when you've been squished flat against all the oxidized borders. This is a friend. That dreamt long ago. Of you. And a whole lot of others just like you. This is a friend who built armies. This is a friend who wrote fables and songs. This is a friend who walked backwards through time and held the hand of each of his ancestors with patience until their wisdom burned him and froze him and shaped him to stone. To where stone said, where could it possibly be? And so there, with the snowflake in your hand that grows and its crystals merge, and you know you must drop it and break away. That thing you know to be true is that when you arrive on the other side, that friend of yours is right there, standing on a ladder wearing a gigantic fucking smile. It's a truth known to those who have seas in their hands. It's a truth known to those who turn the direction of rivers. Because sometimes you do get squished flat. Let's face it. You might be the one next time between two plates of a rock and a hard place. And there you might hear the eagles cry and have the gentle caress of their oil still be pressed. But there's a pull there, waiting for you. It's a thing you made long ago that you've left behind, forgotten, like a pencil with a special eraser. There's a thing there waiting for you that you cast for yourself, each and every time you bowed your head or nodded. Because it's a super rare thing in the age of the cosmos to be the ball in the hand of a child. That the child can observe and wholly know just long enough for him or her to toss it. And that eternity you'll spend as the polymers eroding through time are immaterial to the moment you spend in the air, alive in the wind. All of existence holding its breath. And if you join me now with the promise of a friend you already know, you'll see there is no fall. There's only a moment where everything that shifts blue is you.